Hello and welcome to Kankakee Podcast, where we talk about the people and places of Kankakee County. I'm Drew Raisor, and today we are joined by the one and the only, the boys of Trunk of Junk.
How's it going?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
So, you guys fill me in a little bit on your story, like, where you guys started the whole thing. Take me back to square one for the audience. How'd you guys start? Where are you at now?
So, really, one day, me and Spencer, we decided that we wanted to start a business. And initially, we looked at moving. There's way too many legals and insurance that we just couldn't cover. So then we looked to junk removal. And what we did, we just went to a dealership and bought a truck and started. We started posting. One of our first jobs was actually with the McBurnies. And they got us our first job and allowed us to start posting more and more. And
Nice.
then we started renting a dump trailer from one of our buddies, and then we ended up buying our own. Now we're here.
Nice. Are you guys siblings, best friends? How'd you guys meet?
Yeah, we're best friends. We were friends in high school.
Nice. Did you guys
Yep.
play sports or anything like that?
Yeah, I played baseball my whole life, and you played football.
Yep.
Nice. Did have you gotten any, what's the word for it? Prospective clients because of that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't say I have. I would maybe him though, because the community's a little different.
Yeah,
people.
That's fair. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you guys, how long have you guys been going for?
We're just over 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Nice. Has it been a when you guys first started? Did you guys get a bunch of clients at once, or was it kind of a slower process, or how's that been going?
It was definitely a little bit slower,
Yeah.
especially because of the weather. We started in February. It's pretty chilly outside.
Right.
We did a lot of work inside, and our name wasn't really out there yet, so we didn't get too much work. And now we're getting so much work, it's hard to keep it all on our plate.
Yeah. I mean, 6 months, y'all got T-shirts and everything. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
Carhartt, that's sick. I like it a lot. So, have you guys had any interesting stories from your trunk of junk removals? Any interesting junk you've had to remove?
I wouldn't say stories, but the things we get to see is kind of interesting. Like the way people live. I think that's one of the coolest things I get to see is how. Well, it's not really cool, but
Right, I get what you're
it's
saying. Yeah.
interesting to see how some people live. For example, last week we had our biggest job. It was a barn out in the middle of nowhere, and it was just full of 50 years of garbage. They didn't have a disposal service out there. It took us 4 days. How many guys did we have?
We cycled through 5 different guys coming out there.
Nice.
2 trailers, skid steer. It took 35 hours. So we were
Wow.
yeah, a lot of stuff.
You guys are better than me. 35 hours, man. Do you guys bring in your friends to come help you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
that's nice.
Most of the time it's because it's just easier. They're home from school, so it's
Right. Is it ever, which obviously don't throw anybody under the bus, is it ever difficult to work with your friends in that aspect?
yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
guys dive into that just a little bit? Obviously, no names, but
Oh, yeah.
just,
I don't know if it's difficult. I think it's more fun because the interactions are already there. You don't have to it's not really awkward, but just the you're in charge aspect's a little different. And it's hard to tell them what to do and them expect to.
right, trying to
Listen,
command
yeah.
your peers around.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's fair. So you guys said you started out with the trailer, that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Was that your guys' from the start, or did you guys go out and purchase one for the business?
No, the little red trailer we had, it was actually his dad's. It's parking at his grandma's now.
Okay.
He just had it.
That's sick.
That's what we're going to use.
That's super cool. Are you guys mainly Kankakee area, or do you guys travel as well?
We do travel.
You travel?
9 times out of 10, our jobs are in Kankakee County.
Yeah.
But when we do get jobs outside of the county, we go there.
Mm-hmm. What kind of marketing do you guys do? Do you guys do anything? Well, obviously, you guys have your logo and the name and that kind of stuff. But how do you guys get your name out there?
Everything. I post on anything you could think of. I have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Facebook's mostly just because the demographic of people that we're targeting is on Facebook mostly. But
yeah, I was going to ask that. I'm guessing you get mostly older clients to come in and do that kind of stuff.
yeah, for the most part, I would say what would you say the average age is
I'd say the average, probably 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So this is probably more for the people who might want to hire you guys. What's your pricing? What's that look like?
It really comes down to, so our pricing, that can be something that's a little confusing.
Mhm.
It comes down, we have a yardage pricing. So we have a 16-yard dumpster, and it goes by quarters. Right, so if you fill up 1 quarter, it'd be roughly $185.
Yeah.
If you filled up the whole entire thing, which usually doesn't happen, it's about $750.
Nice. Okay. And you guys said, so did you guys purchase the actual dumpster? So you have that, or do you rent a dumpster out every time?
We purchased it.
Yeah, the dumpster is on the back of our truck, so it's all in one.
I
kind of
gotcha.
thing.
How do you go about purchasing a dumpster? That that's one of the things I'm not sure where I'd find one.
There's not actually many around in Illinois. Most of the manufacturers are in the South, so it's
Uh-huh.
kind of hard to find good ones that are cheap because
Right.
they just mark them up like crazy around here.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a couple manufacturers like in Morris we looked at, and then we ended up buying ours from Sycamore. I think it was
Gotcha.
like
okay.
2 hours.
And did you guys just load on the back of your truck and bring it back, or how'd you get it to yourselves?
So it's a bumper pool. It's a big old dump trailer.
That's cool.
So it's just like a normal trailer, but it has the hydraulics that just lift it up.
Right. That's so cool. So you just hook on the hitch and pull it behind you?
Yeah, just like a normal trailer.
Dang.
It just has a dumpster on it.
I've never seen that. That's super cool. All right, so Trunk and Junk. You guys work here. You guys, your clientele is mainly here, that kind of thing. But like, I think something people may want to know is more about you guys. So you guys said, you went to BB, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. You guys are best friends. What led you guys to being like, all right, we're going to start this business. We're going to try to make money off of just removing junk. Like, what led to that?
I don't know if it was like the kind of business itself. It just like wanting to start a business, own something, and grow something on our own was intriguing. Not necessarily doing the junk removal, but it was just the aspect of that. Yeah,
that's fair. What kind of challenges do you guys face with being younger in the business growing industry, so to say?
Maybe how serious some people take us just because we're younger and they assume like we work for the company, we don't own it. We get that a lot. So.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Have you guys had any businesses reach out to you guys about maybe partnering or sponsoring or anything like that so far?
Yes, we do. So there's a couple different it's called Black Orchard.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Mm-hmm.
Black Orchid is one of those two. They do like estate clean outs. We've worked with them one time and they want to continue working with us. And
that's cool.
We were working with a property management company based out of Mantino. We haven't worked with them a little bit. We've done some jobs with them.
Nice. So, how do you get connected with people like that?
Well, if I see like their truck driving by, as soon as I see their truck, we see their number, we call them. And we tell them who we are, tell them what we're about, and see if we can work with them.
That's
one
awesome.
Big thing. We try to go into like actual physical locations and show people who we are and actually show our face.
Nice.
It's not just going to fall into their doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
They got to know who we are.
Props to you guys for that, because I know me or like my friends, whatever, who have had this goal of like, let's start a business. It's like, hey, we're going to go do this thing. The fact that you guys go into a business and have that face-to-face interaction, I'm sure helps a lot, because I think with people who either want to work with our company or who want to come in and, just be like, hey, like, what do you guys do? Maybe want to work with you. Maybe we want to help you out in this aspect. Having that face-to-face contact makes it much more personable and much more maybe easier to make that connection.
Right.
Props to you guys for that, because I know that can be probably nerve-wracking at the same time. Did it take a while for you guys to get used to that aspect of like marketing yourselves like professionally like that?
I would say no for me, because like my whole I wanted to play college sports my whole life, so I was doing that. I was marketing myself as an athlete my whole life, so I think I was used to that. I don't know about for him, but that's just kind of what I was used to the whole time.
Gotcha. Yeah. What about you?
Personally, for me, no, because I was a personal trainer prior to doing this, and I had to market myself for that as well. Show people who I am, what I'm doing, get the word out about who I am.
That's super cool. Where'd you do personal training at?
Fit Body U on Larry Power Road.
Oh, I like that place. I got a couple of friends that go there. My roommate, Jared Carter, is a personal trainer at Fitness Premier.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's been trying to get me in the gym. I'm getting married next year, so I'm trying to get that wedding bod in action. You know what I mean? Trying to lose some of this. But how's the heat been? Like, it has been so hot. Like, how are you guys handling that?
So, I mean, for me, for the first week when it was like those 90s were hitting, I was dying out there.
I went to. We were I did Friendship Festival, which was probably a lot more fun than moving junk. But I remember I was dying, like the heat wave that swept through. Jeez, it's been bad. Do you guys have anything like ice packs, or I know steelworkers were ice vests? Have you seen those before?
We got an ice towel. I didn't like those very much. Because as soon as we put them on, they would get the mud that we had on us.
Right, drenched head to toe. Yeah, I used to race motocross when I was younger, and that's before a race. We'd put those on, then it's just all the dirt just seeps down. Yeah. Oh, it's awful. Something that I struggle with is is less messes, but more of the stinky messes. The ones where it's you got the food in there, and it's there's a cheeseburger from 6 months ago underneath this pile of junk. How have you guys encountered any of that kind of stuff so far?
That's what we've been doing the past 2 weeks. We just actually got to go finish it up after this. We're cleaning out a guy's garage where he's just stored all his garbage from, what do you say, 20 years?
Wow.
Yeah, it was huge garage, two or three car garages full to the ceiling, just garbage.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Is it at all satisfying to get it finished? Like to see like an empty room at the end of it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that part.
That's so cool. Have you guys found any cool like relics, like anything interesting while cleaning it out?
9 times out of 10, the people will sift through all their stuff and find anything that has any value.
Right.
And they're going to take it.
Gotcha.
And
Especially
then
if
now-
they're paying us to take it
Yeah,
away. They're
right,
probably not
yeah.
going to give us anything.
Right,
good.
that's what I was gonna say. It's like a nice pair of golf clubs back there
Yeah.
and something like that. That's cool.
I found a lot of golf clubs are just, they're not good.
Ain't worth it.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get my golf clubs from Goodwill, so I get that sometimes. So you said you played sports a lot. Are you still doing sports?
I'm not. I played for like 3 weeks at KCC. I played baseball there.
Nice.
And then I just ended up quitting after that.
So since sports has done that kind of thing, is your full-time gig Trunk of Junk?
Yep.
That's awesome. I'm guessing it's going all right so far with full-time gig.
Oh, yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, I've just through talking with Andrew and talking to Caleb and Matt and Marsha and that kind of stuff, I've definitely got to hear a lot about like you guys really got like a hot start with people who a new service that maybe people that was not around here and probably has much better pricing than some other companies that would do it. Is there any nerve that like the uptick's gonna drop at any point?
Yeah, I think about that all the time, obviously, but it's just like, it's not something you can like you can't think about that too much.
Right, you can't stress about it. Amen. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing that we wanted to talk about is within like the next 30 days, we'll have another crew rolling and we'll have our dumpsters out. We're going to be having dumpster rentals. So if somebody doesn't want us to come get all the junk for them and they want to save a little bit of money, we'll have dumpster rentals as an option now.
That is so smart. I would not have thought about it. So you say second crew. Does that mean like you're going to hire another group of guys to come in and do other jobs for you?
Yep.
Y'all got a business going. That's sick. That's awesome. So with that, do you have someone who's like in charge of like that crew, or do one of you guys go and supervise while that happens?
So what the plan is that we're both going to be in 2 separate trucks, and we're only going to hire one other guy to work with us
Gotcha.
in those trucks. 9 times out of 10, the jobs only take 2 people at most, so we don't have to hire a bunch of people.
Right.
That's why right now, like let's say for those big jobs, we'll find a couple of our friends to come help out.
Right. Yeah, make it a little easier. That's smart. Is the plan to do, so you're saying you're hiring 2 guys, are those going to be like your full-time guys where it's like, hey, you guys every time, or is it going to be like an interchangeable kind of like whoever's available that day?
So that is something we're still figuring out.
Fair enough.
What would be the best for us and
Right.
also be able to benefit the people that are working for us as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's super cool. So you guys told me that your first job was with the McBurnies.
Yeah.
How has that connection at all helped you get your name out there, or just having that first job, was that probably the big thing?
Definitely the first job in general.
Mm-hmm.
That is usually like, I would say with a business like this, like the first plateau is being able to land the first job.
Right, yeah.
And being able to land a first job within the first week of starting was a huge plus.
Mhm.
It was like the first, I would say 24 hours that we posted about it, he texted us about it. So that was just a huge, like, you actually can do this kind of thing.
Right, and so quick too. I'm sure that's pretty motivating to kind of get something started.
Yeah.
That's nice too. Did you guys, so I know he owns a lot of Airbnbs. Was it for one of his Airbnbs?
It was a house that he had. They were redoing it. They were
Yeah, I think they were
remodeling it.
flipping.
Was it the one next to Olivet?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I was there a couple times. I painted a wall or two just to, to
Painted a
help.
wall or
Yeah,
two, yeah.
I raked the yard. I broke the rake. That was not good.
Yeah.
I went over there at like 7 p.m. right before it got dark. And I was like, I could rake this yard in like an hour. I'll be good. I'm raking and I just snapped it, and the pole came back and smacked me in the face. I was like, yeah, no, I'm done. That's it. That's it. All right, so you guys obviously Truck of Junk. It's a thing. You're rocking it, the whole thing. What do you guys do outside of that? Like, where do you guys find fun in that? Like outside of Trunk of Junk?
The gym.
Yeah.
The gym?
Yeah.
All right, boys.
So
Getting big.
we
That's sick.
lift all day and then go lift again.
Heck yeah. I mean, I can tell y'all look swole as heck. Looking good. But do you guys watch any sports? Anything like that?
I'm a huge Cubs fan. I haven't missed a game all year. So.
Nice. I'm a big Bears fan.
Football?
Yeah, it's bad. I'm a Cubs fan too. I started out a White Sox fan. My grandpa is, and then the rest of my family's all Cubs fans. So when they won the World Series, I was like, all right,
Gotta flip it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then the Sox are the worst team in MLB history. So I'm doing all right now. I'm a big Bears fan. We just got a new apartment, and we're turning the garage into like a little like mini man cave kind of thing. So I'm super excited about that. How do you feel about the Cubs this season?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, I went to spring training this year in Arizona, and then I've been I think it was like my 6th game. I went last weekend, so I've been to quite a few games this year.
Were you at the Cubs Cards game?
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Yep.
Did you go with Caleb by chance?
Yeah, I did. He was with his girlfriend, but we didn't end up. I was with a bunch of my friends.
Gotcha. That's cool. I almost went to it. I thought about it, but I was like, I'm going to work instead.
Yeah.
That's cool. Why Arizona? Like, were you out there for a trip, or did it just kind of?
No, my parents just wanted to go to the spring training. My uncle has a house that he lives out there, so he wasn't there. He was in town, so we just went and stayed there for a little bit.
That's cool.
And then he lives right next to the spring training.
Nice. I love Arizona. Yeah. I've been to Phoenix a couple times. One of my best friends live there. Phoenix, Lake Havasu, it is a good time.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
It's a little hot though for me.
Yeah, I like dry heat better than the humid heat. Like when it's hot here, like I feel like I can't breathe because it's like I'm sticky the whole thing. But no, I'd like to live somewhere where there's dry heat one day, but we'll see about that. It is hot as all heck. I mean, and here's hot too, but Arizona's probably 10 times as worse at this point. So lifting. So you said you were a personal trainer before all this. How'd you get that start?
So I was lifting at Mike's gym for probably 3 years, and he just came up to me one day and he thought I'd be a perfect fit. At the time I was a car salesman. I didn't really enjoy the job.
That's fair.
And he told me about it, so I decided to quit and just start.
Yeah, just start trucking junking. That's sick. That's awesome. When you guys started the business, so obviously, like, you have to have support from your family, that kind of stuff. How was the family support? Were they fans of this? Were they like, I'm not sure about moving junk the rest of your life? What they think?
Well, at first we were looking into franchising a company from, I don't remember where they're out of, but they weren't too fond of that idea.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we didn't, because it wasn't the greatest idea in the moment, but it just like gave us a start that's where we got the first idea for junk.
Mm-hmm.
But once we initially just got our truck and then started doing the jobs, they were kind of like, okay. Because the truck just kind of showed up in their driveway one day, so they didn't really have a say.
Right. Surprise.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you wanted to franchise, it was like a fast food place or just a business in general you wanted to franchise?
No, it was a junk removal company.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay, cool. Why weren't they fans? Sorry, your parents weren't fans of that, correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, when you franchise a company, you have to go in a lot of debt, so it was a initial startup fee that was kind of a little out of reach for where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's fair.
Yeah.
Have you guys struggled with any competitors in the area?
Oh, I mean, there's definitely other people that do similar to what we do, but I wouldn't say there's too many guys that do it at the level that we do.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. I'm going to put you in a situation here. Mm. It is your first time meeting a client. She's apprehensive about having 2 young boys come in and move their junk. She's saying, you guys just going to goof around the whole time. What's your pitch? Or I guess convince her for me.
So she thinks that we're going to goof around.
Yeah, she thinks you guys are just 2 young kids who are just trying to scam her and make some money. Well, what's your pitch to be like, nah, I'm professional?
We've never run into something. Yeah. Because 9 times out of 10 is our presentation, people assume we're older than what we are. When we get to the door and we shake their hand and we tell them exactly what we're going to do, and then we follow them around, they show us what we're going to do, mm-hmm. We're very professional, and they just assume that we know exactly what we're talking about, which we do.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Have you guys always just naturally been professional in that way, or did it take time to kind of grow that?
I wouldn't say I was like perfect with it, but I definitely had some sort of aspect of professionalism to myself. But the more you do it, the easier it is to. Yeah, it's just normal. It's not like you're trying to fake it while you're there.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Never heard that. What if she?
Yeah, start goofing off.
That happens to me as a video guy. Like I'll go to these shoots that are like in Chicago and that kind of thing, and then they'll be like, "Where's your boss?" And I'm like, "Well, my boss doesn't do video. Like I do the video." And they'll go, "How old are you?" And I go, "I'm 23." We're like, but thank you, I appreciate it. That's been the biggest thing that we have gotten. Even Andrew gets it sometimes, where it's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, I do know how to press record in the camera. Don't worry. Yeah. Like I'm a professional. Don't worry. Well, cool guys. Well, take a couple seconds, plug yourselves, like Instagram, Facebook. Where can they find you? Like, what's your, if they wanted to have their junk removed to a truck, how do they get a hold of you?
All our socials are the same name, just Truck of Junk on everything. And then if you want to check out our website, it's truckofjunk.net. And then other than that, that's all we got.
Oh, the number as well is 815-614-9964.
Awesome. Yep. We'll put all that on the screen too, so they can just look at it and the whole thing.
Cool.
Well, thanks, boys.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Anything else you guys want to hit on before we head out?
How long have you guys been doing this for?
So Kankakee Podcast is about 4.5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It started off with Jake Lamore. He was like the father of all of it. Like he started from his basement.
Right.
And then eventually Pathfinder bought Kankakee Podcast. He has recently left to go pursue radio. He did a lot of the scheduling. He did a lot of the just like general maintenance of it, the posting, that kind of stuff. But then I would help record it. I would help edit it, that kind of thing. So when he left, I kind of then had to step up and do that stuff. So I'm in charge of this podcast. I'm the host of the Kankakee Podcast News. And then I do there's 7 other podcasts that I have to record, edit, and kind of just post. It's fun. It gets chaotic though, because some are posted every other week. Some are posted every week. Some are posted on random days.
Right.
So I've learned when I was doing just video, I'd probably be in 4 days out of the week because it's really flexible. It's more like due dates rather than just hey, you have to be in from 5 to 9, that kind of thing. But I'm in about 6 days a week now. Just it's very consistent. Every week there's this or that or another podcast or that kind of stuff. The hard part's scheduling. Yeah. Because I went to ONU, that's how I ended up here. Met Hannah, we're engaged, so now we're living here. But it's hard because the McBurnies are a good asset because they know the entirety of Kankakee. They know so many people, so they've been helpful. But scheduling people is hard. But I love it. It's a lot of fun, and I get to meet new people. You guys are sick.
Yeah, so
this is interesting.
How do you get into it? Did you camera guy before? Or what?
So I graduated from ONU with a music production degree. So I did that. And before Hannah and I got together and started dating, Andrew had told me hey, you do audio. I was a host of a podcast with my roommate at the time. So they brought me in to do podcasting. They were hey, it'd be great if you do audio, video, that kind of thing. So I learned that and then very slowly transitioned into video. And now I'd say right before I did podcasting, I was primarily video. I'd almost stopped doing audio just because I'd gotten better at video. I enjoy video more. It's a little bit less like when I did music, it's milliseconds I have to cut and try to adjust. And with this, I just got to cut the point that I don't want. And it's a lot easier. Yeah. But yeah, Andrew McBurnie got me my start. I got pretty lucky because it's a small team too. So on top of it, we're all friends. So that's nice. Small business vibe. It's not super stressful. And like I said, I wake up at 9:30, take my time, take a shower, and then I just come in whenever I'm finished. It's very, very luxurious, very bougie. But I'm the day that I leave scares me because I'm gonna have to be back in a regimented schedule and learn all right, I have to be up at 7 a.m. I gotta go do this, gotta go do that. So right now it's pretty cushy, but at the same time, if I come in at 1 p.m., I'm here till 8. So it's more of trying to figure out that schedule and that kind of thing. But all right, anything else with you guys?
Maybe that's all I got.
All right, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That concludes this episode of Kankakee Podcast. I'm Jake Lamore. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Kankakee Podcast. Shout out to Stephanie Vanderweide for supporting the show each month through Patreon. If you want your name announced on a future episode, you can sign up at patreon.com/Kankakee Podcast. Special thanks to our sponsors, Chicago Dough Company, Noble Dairy Queen Stores, Frank's Appliance Center and Sleep Source, Pigosh Engineering, King Music, Little Me Studio, Taco John's, D. Westfall Jewelers, and Edward Jones Financial Advisor Adam Elroy. Kankakee Podcast is produced by the fine team at Pathfinder, a full-service marketing agency in downtown Kankakee. Learn more at yourpathfinder.io. Our theme song is by Lupe Carroll.
This river carries on.